Sorry, can you repeat the last part?
Weaver Tusk, yeah. I just find like this pairing to be awkward. Like I don't really see how these heroes work with each other that well.
Well, if you think about it, you got the third skill of the Tusk, right? And then the Weaver Geminate as well. So it can deal a lot of damage when they combine together. Now, Weaver is a hero who needs disables on his side to like hold someone down so he can just, peck away at them instead of always having to chase a hero down in the fight. So Tusk can actually effectively do that. So I think it's actually pretty good. The thing about Tusk, though, is that he needs another support who can actually pair with him and play with him together. That's what I felt they were missing last game when they picked this Tusk. They took a Rubik. Rubik is one of the worst support combos for Tusk. Tusk prefers to have some hero like Oracle, Silencer, Apparition, these kind of heroes who can benefit from the disables that Tusk provides, where Rubik already provides disables, right? Like Rubik is good with other bursty heroes, and Tusk the same way, he's good with other bursty heroes. Instead, they kind of did the same job in the last game. And in your draft, you want to have that diversity where you have a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and talking about diversity, there is a lot of diversity in this Team Unique draft. I mean, they've got. Well, I mean, it's similar to what happened last game, but emphasis on mobility. Meanwhile, Team Empire Hope, once again, they seem to really value this wave pushing, this kind of wave clearing heroes. They've got the Underlord, the Jakiro, the Shadow Demon. Like all these heroes are going to blast out creep waves. It's really interesting, this thing they seem to be focusing on. But maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe just 2 games in a row. They're like, hell yeah, let's clear some creeps this series. Don't know, maybe they're trying something new. Hard to say. By the way, if there is a little bit of background noise from me, then that's because I've got my windows open, because it is warm as hell in my room. It's really warm, but usually it's okay. But sometimes an ambulance comes past, and then all hell breaks loose.
It's blazing hot in the Philippines.
Oh,
just saying.
We're getting a sweaty cast going.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't know what's happening in this world, but like it's so hot. It's actually I've been staying here for like 3 years, like on and in and out. Like I've never experienced something this hot.
Wow. What do you know? What do you work in? Fahrenheit or centigrade? Celsius.
They do Celsius here.
Oh, I do Celsius. That's cool. Us English folks do Celsius. What are you at?
Oh man, I think in the morning it was 37.
What the hell? That's way too hot, man. What are you doing?
Yep.
I cook my food at that temperature. I get sick a lot though.
Yep. There's a meme that you can cook a chicken on your roof just by putting it there.
Efficient.
Yep. Or your ceiling. It was actually a ceiling inside of like a home. Like I saw it, a meme of it, like this chicken. Like what the?
Yeah. Just like
you don't even. No need to use your gas, You don't gotta pay any money.
Energy. There we go. Yeah, I mean, we were out in Canada. Me and my girlfriend lived there for a little bit, and we lived in a really cold area in the Rocky Mountains, and it got down to like minus 40 some days in the peak of January. That was pretty amazing. I mean, you wanted your drink cold, you literally just open the window, hold it out there for about 5 seconds, and then you got a really cold drink and frostbite. So pretty neat. You could do that thing though where you boil a glass of water and then just go outside and just throw it into the air and it just disappears into steam. Pretty cool.
And let's get back into this draft.
Let's refocus.
I got some things I would like to say.
Yeah, let's get back in.
Yeah, so Team Unique stealing that Pangolier this time around from Empire Hope, because they were doing so well with it. So they got that Pango Weaver combo once again. And Empire Hope countering that with the Underlord. Underlord, really good hero who can buy aura items. I feel like Empire Hope's idea revolves around like this tower pushing and these auras. So that's one of the reasons why you go for the Underlord. And at the same time, it's good against Pangolier because obviously, he does that percentage-based damage. And then you got the Root against the Weaver as well. And Team Unique countering that with a Rubik pick. This Rubik is going to be able to steal Underlord's Firestorm, which is insane for Rubik because he can instantly clear creep waves, or he gets that damage amplification from his passive, and he can throw that back onto the Underlord, and it does so much damage to him, especially since he is a strength hero too. Then Queen of Pain picked up. I'm not too sure about the Queen. I think it's just like a very safe mid lane pick, I would say, and they know that Team Unique will most likely ban this out if they don't take it now, so they're just taking that mid laner already. And I really don't like this Rubik Tusk combo. Like, it just feels so like lackluster because Tusk doesn't get that support combo that he needs.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think it's kind of two heroes which kind of want to be enabled by the other support, and that's just not going to be happening. So I feel like they need to somehow win their lanes really heavily, but neither of these guys really are. I mean, Rubik's pretty decent in lane, but Tusk is kind of an all or nothing. If you find someone he can lane with really nicely, then sometimes you can find the combos, but if things start going badly in the lanes, then the hero just feels like, you know, a wet fish, just flopping around doing not much in the lane. So I'm a little bit concerned for Team Unique, but you know, I've learned not to doubt this Weaver. He was causing havoc last game on Tatake, and we'll see if Team Unique can find the same thing. But this time they grabbed the Void. I like this a lot. I think this is a great answer towards the both the Weaver and the Pangolier. It's something to lock them down. It's something to do some damage. You know, you do have that slight thing of the Tusk being in the game with Snowball. I mean, it doesn't really factor in very often. That's like a 1 in 100 play you can sometimes make on the Tusk. It doesn't matter. The Void is a great pick, I think.
Yeah, it's great at crawling the Weaver and just killing them all before you can do anything.
Oh, they've got so much to throw into this Chronosphere. So I mean, it's just a big target. They should just get a cosmetic which turns the Chronosphere into a target. Like, Scream here, Macropire here, Firestorm here. Everything you got, throw it in, boys. I like this a lot.
Yeah, it's such a great pick. Jakiro is going to complement this entire draft as well, because Empire have like the hard carry, they got the disables, they got the aura heroes. All they were missing was the tower damage dude, and that's what Jakiro does in this game, right? And Jakiro also is a damage dealer within the Chrono. So it just feels like their lineup really works well together. My only concern is that they don't actually have like a very simple stun, right? They don't have like this lift, they don't have a snowball, they don't have like some kind of, you know, lion disable or Sanking disable or centaur. They're working with Chronosphere, they're working with the Underlord Root and the Jakiro Ice Path. Those are not like very easy things to, you know, hold down the enemy, right? Especially if this Chrono goes on cooldown.
And now the Alchemist comes out for Team Unique, and you know, this is interesting. Is this desperate or is this a good pick? I can't quite decide.
It really depends how this mid lane goes, right? I'm not entirely sure how this matchup is anymore, the Queen of Pain versus Alchemist, whether the Alch just goes jungle early or not, or he can actually just lane. But if I look at the supports of Team Empire Hope, none of these heroes can just run into the jungle and disrupt the Alchemist. Normally, melee heroes like Tusk, Tiny, these are the guys that run in and can disrupt the Alchemist and ruin his jungling patterns and such. Jakiro and Shadiman are not. So there's a very good chance that this Alchemist can get absolute freefall.
Sorry, the parrot came up again, and No, I'm just kidding. I listened this time, but this Alchemist. I think it's going to come down to vision as well, right? Like, the Shadow Demon, the Jakiro, might be able to disrupt the Alchemist if they team up a little bit, but then... And actually, the Underlord can be left alone pretty safely. You got the Queen of Pain. I'm actually fairly optimistic for Team Empire Hope to deal with this Alchemist while still making the space for their Void. It just depends how Team Unique play with their other 4 heroes, I think. You know, Alchemist's going to do one thing. He's going to sit in the jungle, sit in lane. Once he gets some items, he's going to sit in the jungle, and then he's going to try and find his Radiance as quickly as possible, right? Well, we know what he's going to do. There's not much else 19 can really do other than that. Tatake and the rest of Team Empire Hope, I think it's a lot on them how they play and how Team Unique play with the other 4 heroes. Are they going to be pushing lanes? Are they going to be invading? Are they going to try and put pressure on the Void? Where are they going to play on the map? These are a lot of questions which Team Unique need to have answers for if they want to make this Alchemist work for them. I think it is a little bit easier for Team Empire Hope simply because they have the team fight advantage with this Faceless Void, the Queen of Pain, nice, like loads of combos, so many combos in this team. And also I think the Shadow Demon works quite nicely against the Alchemist. I mean, because of that dumb Radiance trick, you can't make Radiance illusions off him, but you can just drop the ultimate on him, slow him down, stop him really being able to run around the fights. You know, he doesn't have a lot of mobility as a hero, so if you can just kind of control him up and take him out of the equation with a couple of spells from the Shadow Demon, then it's definitely doable. I think I'm going to say Team Empire Hope for this one, personally. I think it's going to be a 2-0. Go on, Theban. You got to call it. Where are you going? Where are you placing those chips, my friend?
Let's see. I'm going to go with Team Unique this game.
Ooh.
How about you?
Yeah, I'm going Empire Hope. I think they've got the tools to deal with the Alch. But why do you go Team Unique? What's the swaying factor for you?
All right, listen.
I'm listening.
Before the swaying factor, I'll bet you 2 subs
Ooh.
that Team Unique wins.
Oh, damn. All right. Well, you know what? I can get behind that. I'll meet you there. If Team Unique win, then I will throw out 2 subs, and if
To the chat.
yeah, well,
Right.
yeah, of course. I'm not
Empire
going to give it
wins,
to
I'll
you.
throw out 2 subs to the chat. And you get to choose who deserves them.
Oh, damn. All right, yeah,
All right.
I like this. Let's do it. I'm ready to get behind Team Empire Hope right now. Let's do it.
Okay. All right.
Lightless.
All right. So the
Don't
reason
let
why I think Team Unique is going to win this
Yeah.
is because they got Pangolier on their team.
They do. You are correct.
I'm kidding. This hero is actually incredible. Like, I don't know why. I just feel Pangolier is just so strong in this current patch. He's just so disruptive in fights, and he can buy team items. If he doesn't need to buy team items, he can buy damage items. He can buy utility items like Lincolns or, Yules or whatever that is needed for the game. And it always seems like he has a good game, regardless of however his laning stage may go. And on top of that, I see Empire, I see Shadow Demon, Jakiro can run into the enemy jungle's Alchemist. This Alchemist is going to get farmed. It doesn't matter how strong your team fight is later. If this Alchemist gets 2 farmed by 17 minutes, it doesn't matter, right? He's just gonna have Manta and Radiance, and then he's just gonna keep running at you.
That he certainly will. The thing you got to take the psychological game into account, though. Will Team Unique be able to play, especially if Team Empire Hope play out how they're supposed to? If they start invading this Alchemist, start choking Team Unique, are they going to be able to take a breath and steady themselves and get themselves in the winning frame of mind if the pressure starts to come onto him? When the flames start to hit the gas, I think Team Unique might explode, and there's no coming back from that. But let's have a look at these side lanes, though. Let's have a look at these side lanes, because we know that this mid is probably just going to be the Alk farming into the Quap. Quap should put pressure, Alk should do all right, and then we'll go to the jungle and be fine. But up in the top lane, actually, BZZ's being poisoned up here, and there is a dual breath coming out as well, but with 19 making his way over as well. There's a lot of heroes in the river right now, and they're turning their attention over towards James. He didn't have enough damage to kill off BZZ, and therefore he himself shall be the first blood. Unique off to a good start as they kill off the Shadow Demon, utilizing the fact they've got a bunch of heroes in the neighborhood, and now they're going to be able to grab themselves a bounty rune here. Will it be an extra one? It might be, because Zintrax, he's going to try and jump in and steal the extra bounty rune here. Will he be able to do so? Yeah, he did. 3 bounty runes, the Alchemist. GG. Unique take the victory. No, I'm just kidding. But it is a good start for an Alk with this Grievel's Greed.
Oh yeah, that feels really
Whoa.
great. And they get 2 kills. Oh
damn.
All right. Those subs looking mighty juicy.
Yeah.
Right now.
I'm starting to sweat a little bit.
2 kills and 3 bounties. This is the greatest start ever for an Alchemist team at the moment. Now, there's a lot of pressure on Lightless here to pressure this Alk, deny as many creeps as he can. So that might actually work against him, unless he's like Jordan and pressure is what helps him play better. We'll never know.
Maybe, but so far, it's looking pretty alright for this Alchemist to start things off. The dagger not actually being used. There we go. Finally throws it down onto the Alk. Yeah, it's a pretty dull mid lane, I would say. He's just going to throw some daggers, throw some screens. When Quap gets to 2, probably grab Scream of Pain, just use its CS and try and outblast. He should out CS the Alchemist, but Alk's actually had done pretty well in this first wave. It's not as good as Alchemist used to be at getting the first runes, because of course the bounty rune multiplier is only 1.5 now, so it's not extreme. But in the mid lane, that gold makes a huge amount of difference.
Oh yeah, for sure. And especially if you get 3 of them, it's going to be really nice. So looking at the side lanes here, Weaver, I think, is going to have a little bit of a tough time fighting up against the Underlord until he gets a bit more levels. Then they get a more, tag team going. I think that's the only time that they can actually burst him. Or maybe if the Rubik comes bottom. Again, the same thing. Oh, we're going to have an engagement
onto it here. Yeah, Canard getting very low right now. I don't think there's much counterplay here. He's going to get run down. This tag team plus Geminate combo is actually pretty damn strong. I underestimated this one for sure. I like it.
Yep, most definitely. And, they're doing the right play, right? Screw the Underlord. Why do we have to kill him? Just keep killing the support in this lane. And then eventually, if we get 2 farmed, we get a few more Wraith Bands. And then this tag team gets leveled up as well. I think that's the time that we can actually kill this Underlord.
Yep, they've got a game plan, that's for sure. Unique definitely holding steady in their lane so far, as things off to a pretty nice start for them. Taka, though, he's doing pretty well in this top lane, as Illusion.
Look at the pull camp. Look at the pull camp. This is very, very bad for Team Unique here.
Why is that?
Well, there's a stack and there's a ghost creep. The entire creep wave is going to get killed off here. But James,
he's going to die. They will get the kill in the end there. Radiant able to finish the job, but yeah, the creep wave has gone. So I don't know. So
yeah.
what? Just 2 stacks and a ghost creep will kill off an entire wave?
Oh yeah, for sure. Ghost creep is by far the strongest level 1 creep, and you just pretty much, if you have a stack of it, it will kill like every wave that you pull into it. But unfortunately, James was like manning up against his Rubik where you probably shouldn't have, especially since the Rubik has 2 fairy fires, and because of that and the creep wave going under the tower, BZZ was able to just come in.
Bottom lane, Mastery and Central will be trying to turn it around, but the Vanscore will get the kill before he goes down. Zitrax trying to finish him off. The bug might do the job, certainly will. Meanwhile, Jakiro is still fighting with Zitrax, but it's actually gonna be Ekanat dies. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, they fight a rotation in onto the Queen of Pain. That's a kill at mid. That is pretty disastrous. Unique. They are very, very happy with how this lane phase is going right now. My goodness.
Oh yeah, that feels so good. And this Weaver is 3-0 already, 3 minutes into this game. I mean, I don't get it. It's a first pick Weaver and he's like destroying, even from the very beginning. So things are looking real good for Unique already. And I think it's only going to get worse from here because they're playing an Alchemist against an Alchemist lineup. And the score is 7-1.
Alchemist, he's actually taking a ton of damage here as he pops the salve, but it's not doing that much for him, but it might be enough just to allow him to spam out some more acid sprays. But like this season, he should be able to run him down, but yeah, 19 being very, very cautious, seeing that DD, but it's not really much of an opportunity for him. Meanwhile, from the top lane, a couple of spells being thrown out here and there, a little bit of a skirmish around, but once again, no one really taking a huge initiative up in this top lane. It's only supports when they start to lock horns where something really starts to happen. Down at bottom, Vanscore having to run away from this pesky Underlord Jakiro combination. I mean, that is a thing, right? Like, they've got a ton of AoE damage just to throw down on the floor, and this Weaver, whilst he is very elusive, you can't run away from the Firestorm. If it's just everywhere, it's very hard for him to actually fight for very long. He's got to get quick engagements with this Tusk, jump in, use a tag team, use a Geminate, use a Scoochie, and try and get the kills as quickly as possible. The fights start going on too long, then he will have to back himself up because the DPS from the Jakiro and the Underlord will just be too much. Now, Bounty Runes spawn, and it looks like it's going to be 1 apiece.
Oh, actually 3.
No, 3 for the Radiant. You're right. So again, Unique doing really well as down in the up in the top lane, they get a kill onto James. Unique jumping in deep and kill him with the Shard Demon. My goodness, I mean 2k gold advantage right now, and
Zitrax.
8 kills. Oh, down in the bottom lane, they will get that kill onto the Jakiro. Meanwhile, Zitrax and Vanscore get themselves out, keeping their distance. Yeah, I mean this is the problem with the Underlord. He doesn't really have any way to stop the Weaver just running away from him. Vanscore's going to deny himself to the neutrals, and Zitrax still just trying to play around the lane here. Some dodgy camera work. I bigged myself up too much last game, and now I'm paying the price. That's life. Hubris, Kid Icarus, flew too close to the sun.
Vanscore is gonna also die to the neutrals here. Vanscore's doing a really good job on the bottom lane. Like, there's been a support, like, kind of a sentry war happening down here, and Vanscore is making sure that the sentries are dead so the Weaver can go in and out of the fight. Normally, if you're playing against a core Weaver, sentries are the most important thing, and making sure that your Weaver is safe by killing off the enemy sentry is, like, the best thing that you can do for him. And that's why this bottom lane is such a disaster at the moment for Team Empire Home. Look at this out. Man, he's feeling good.
Yeah, 40 CS, 41. He loves these golems. These golems are his best friends, but even though he wants to kill them really badly, he's just got to get himself away from this Jakiro here, realizing that Ekanat is a threat. Not willing to overstay his welcome. And if we swap over to the net worth, we see it as a absolute disastrous story for poor old Team Empire Hope right now, as these lanes are just getting absolutely turned inside out, upside down. It's not looking good, gotta be honest.
Yeah, and now that the Alchemist, did hit his level 6, the Queen of Pain cannot pressure this Alchemist any longer. he just shadow striked him and hits him, and he's just full health. He casually walks into the jungle.
Chrono in the top lane. There's going to be a free kill onto BTT at the very least. Take just hitting 6, and he's just like, yeah, you know what? That's a freebie. That's the most boring kill I've ever seen in my life, actually. So, moving on.
He's got complete free farm, essentially, right? In the top lane. The only thing is, like, he's only got 1 kill. Like, net worth-wise, the Weaver is ahead of him, but the Weaver also has 4 kills bottom. So, the Void doing extremely well in this game. He's going for the Mask of Madness, so he's going to want to be able to solo kill people, but at the same time, it's a very good farming tool as well. And Alchemist just cleaned up 1 stack on the left side here, going back to the mid lane to... Oh my goodness.
Oh, Jesus. It's not looking good. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm missing a lot of kills in this game. Need to focus up, get my head in the game. I fall into the trap. I just listen to Theben, listening to his lovely analysis, and it's just like I can't focus on these on the map right now. But no, it's a kill onto the dragon down in the bottom lane. That will drop. That's the dirty combination of these 2 heroes just going to work. And
Jen's bottom again.
They're looking at it, aren't they? They're thinking about it, but they'll think again pretty quickly as Jakiro completes his TP, comes in, and now I want to see this Queen of Pain playing some Dota, right? Like she's done fine in this middle lane, as expected. She's had a ton of creeps because the Alchemist just runs to the jungle. I want to see her use his haste rune, go to a lane, make something happen. Probably not top, probably bottom, and just put some pressure somewhere. You've got the burst ability to blow up Zedtrax, so let's see that happening. You agree?
I think it's possible, definitely. Oh, again, they keep...
Look at this. Down to the bottom lane they go, and Vanscore's going to be the target. Now the snowball comes out onto the Queen of Pain, but yeah, I mean this is a dead task. What? Oh, okay. I thought the root... But nonetheless, he will go down. And James up in the top lane as well, getting killed off. They're trying to bring down Tatake here, but Tatake actually dodging out the snowball really nice. What? The Rolling Thunder gets cancelled by BTC, or runs out right in front of Tatake's face. They're still trying to throw some spells at him right now as they start the right clicks coming through, but I don't think they can bring down this Faceless Void under this tower. It is just going to be a kill into the Shadow Demon, and that is it.
Yeah, this Pangolier got a Vladimir's up and running now, so he's going to be extremely sustainable in this top lane, so the harass is not going to do too much on him anymore. And it looks like this Jakiro is just on a beating spree at this point. Oh, he's got a chrono in 10 seconds.
Yeah, they're looking towards BZZ right now, and I think he might be out of luck, out of time. They don't even need to chrono this guy, just the right clicks coming on through. And in comes the Jakiro to, wow, getting the kill with the ice path. thanks, Jakiro. That's 50 damage. That was a 50 damage last hit he just got on a hero. What a god, actually.
I don't think his team is very happy about that, or calling him a god.
31 magical damage is how much he did. With the magic resistance, 31 damage is how much the ice path did, and that got him the last hit.
Yeah. They really won that last hit on one of the cores, like especially the Faceless Void, because he's got a snowball, right? This Faceless Void is the key in this game to be able to contest this Alchemist's farm and be able to kill the Weaver and the Pangolier. So every little inch that he can get, he's gonna take. And unfortunately, Jakiro stealing that kill is not it. Oh, mid lane. Fight's gonna break out maybe. BZD TPing in.
Yeah, they're throwing the spells away at Lightless right now, and now Snowball and the Rolling Thunder. 2 balls coming away off the Queen of Pain. They'll punch her up into the air, though, and now turn in with the disruption, keeping her alive and a blink out to safety. Meanwhile, Tatake going on to 19 in the backline here. He's got the chrono. Beautifully played, or maybe not that beautiful, actually. As 19 still run himself away, but he will still get the kill. Now Tatake needs to get himself out, but unfortunately can't use a time walk and will get run down as well. So gets the Alchemist, but does die himself. Meanwhile, Snowball forwards onto James, just about connects there. They'll finish the job, but Lightless dropping a hell of a lot of damage into them. Gets a kill into Illusion. That is going to be it, though. Vanscore is a poison. No, it might be. Oh, never mind. Lightless finds it. Gets himself the double onto BTC, and Vanscore with a beautiful scream coming out from Lightless here. He is showing off in this middle lane with this arcane rune right now as they bring down 4 heroes, nearly dying to Zedtrax, but realizing his peril quite quickly in getting himself out.
Holy smokes, that was actually insane for like he got so much farm from that fight. Zedtrax is hoping that this Queen of Pain will blink back and he can get a snipe on her, but the bottle was refilled by the Shadow Demon. So he's sticking around.
Nice
so that
idea
fight,
from
he outside because of the fire spell.
under attack.
Like, that was what did so much damage.
Let's actually grab in the regen rune. Zitrax tried to fight him for it here, but will actually have to get himself out. The double DPS on top of him. All the way back to base. A lot of time wasted from this Weaver, to be honest with you. But yeah, I mean, the Alchemist dying, I think, is a big thing, but he does still have his Relic Gold available. Like, he's going to have that almost instantly. Nothing's going to come and kill him this time. Meanwhile, the middle lane, Lightless actually has to run himself away as BZZ and Illusion nearly get the kill out onto this Queen of Pain. Their quick nuking combination with this Scream of Pain, the Fade Bolt. Now going to look towards an easier target. Jakiro, he's not standing much of a chance here. There's a final FU dual breath onto the 3 heroes, but will still be dying all the same.
Yeah, so although the Alchemist does have a lot of gold, the thing about this hero is like every death is a big deal because that's all time that he's not farmed, right? Because whatever creeps he kills, the gold is amplified and it's insane. So every kill you get on him, it's like it's a call for celebration, that's for sure. But look at Illusion here, making so many stacks for his Alchemist. Dude, this feels so good for him though. Like, this is gonna make up for that death that he had earlier. That's for sure.
He's bringing him back, baby. And this is going to lead him towards his Radiance timing, I believe. One more creep. Oh, needs a little bit more. Needs a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, he's basically got the Radiance. Oh, another stack for him. There you go. Thank you very much. Who's responsible? It's Rubik. You already know it.
Yeah, and he's actually getting some gold from that too. He's got an Arcane Boots, almost making his way into an Aether Lens now in this game. And we can see some pressure coming to the bottom lane by Empire. They realize that, you know, just sitting back while our cooldowns are coming off is not a good idea. We just still gotta pressure some towers. Unfortunately, the Jakiro only has 1 level in Liquid Fire, so that's not gonna work out. And it looks like Underlord just got out of top lane with Dark Rift too. He was protecting that tower for as long as he can, just trying to delay the pressure that's going to be coming out to the top lane from the Radiant side, as they normally do.
I think all things considered, I mean, Empire Hope have, like, I don't want to say they've recovered, but they've stemmed the bleeding. They've kind of put a band-aid over this wound, but unfortunately, over time, the wound does start getting bigger and bigger. And Empire Hope, they're not really being as active as I would like them to be. I feel like they're resting on their Void a little bit too much. They're like, all right, well, you know,
sure,
our Void's going to farm. We got a Chrono to play with. Is it going to be enough? I highly doubt that. But he's going for the MKB, so wants to kind of counter this Radiance from the Alchemist. It's something. Is it going to be enough? We'll see.
I don't think I've actually seen someone go Mask of Madness into a Monkey King bar before, but it's going to be very interesting to see how that works out. And here comes the smoke. Queen of Pain has a haste running into a jungle, but you can see Unique just trying to flee from this. Oh.
Yeah, they do see Fanscore here. He really wanted to try and grab that bounty rune for his Alchemist, but isn't able to do so. But at least it will be even as Zitrex goes down, collects the bounties in the bottom lane. So, you know, that's a silver lining for Team Unique. And to be honest, they're not really affected by this. A wasted gank, a wasted time, more space on the map for the Alchemist. He's just farming his pants off. He's going to be huge.
Yeah.
And they go into the middle lane. They've got the stun cooked up. They need to free the Void. Void, he's getting low. The stun's going to catch the Alchemist. Unstable Concoction along with the Rolling Thunder, and there is nothing he could do about that. Tatake, where was the save? Where was the disruption? Where was the Ice Path? Nothing came out for him in the end, and that is just going to be a dead Void. This is not what you can allow happen on the side of Team Empire Hope, but nonetheless, they're going to look for deep here. They're going to find Eknat as well. The Pit of Malice comes through, but not really doing much as he drops the ultimate down. But Vanscore just comes in the backlands along with Zitrax, takes down James. Now they look over towards Mastery. Mastery's going to lose his life as well. It's a disaster in the middle lane for Team Empire Hope as they bleed away so many heroes. I mean, the Queen of Pain, she wasn't even really there. There's nothing she could do about that one. Is it the Weaver again?
Yup, the Weaver's godlike again. The first pick Weaver, 2 games in a row, godlike at 15 minutes into the game. And that was a fight with the Alchemist Radiance too. So Faceless Void dying, that was a huge hit, but Empire, like, sticking around after Void died, that is not what you want to be doing. Maybe they were thinking about buying back the Void, but that would also be a disaster.
Yeah, I don't really know, to be honest with you, what the play was there, but with their Void being dead, it really looked like there was very little they could do about it. So now things start to sink even further and further behind, and Void's not farming. I mean, do you question the fact that he hasn't got a farming item as well? You know, just going for this Mask of Madness straight into the MKB. Would you not have liked to seen a Maelstrom or a Battle Fury or something from him?
Radiant
I think
Wait
the
a minute.
Mask Commands is fine.
We just watched this play.
but-
We just watched it. Are we watching a repeat here? They're going the exact same way. This time, though, the disruption comes out, but is it really going to make a difference? Time walk away, turns around, drops a chrono, but the snowball coming on over the top. They still will bring down Illusion, but it's not a hugely important target. They're going to get a second, though. Not bad. Is it good enough? They're turning to BZZ, and they will not actually be able to get away from this one. So BZZ is going to lose his life as well, but the Alchemist and Zitrax still full HP, and they're looking for the Void, but Void up to the high ground. Alchemist going to stun himself, but Zitrax still a huge threat. He's going to be able to take down James. They'll look towards Zitrax now. The stun comes in nicely. They might have him here. Zitrax, though, still getting away. Lilas on top of him. The time-lapse comes out, but he's inside the room. Once again, perfectly placed from Mastery, but it doesn't make a difference. Zitrax still gets away and gets a tower deny on the way out. Lilas still trying to find this Orchid onto the Weaver, but just can't do it. Zitrax gets out. And despite losing this fight, I mean, you still don't feel that bad about it on the side of Team Unique, because your Weaver and your Alchemist, they're still absolutely peachy. They're loving their life still.
Dude, this Alchemist is a black king bar. I don't think Empire was expecting a black king bar on the Alchemist in that last engagement. But you remember last game how they came back, right? They just kept going back to that mid lane. Doesn't matter if they just lost a fight. They just went back into the mid lane, kept, you know, throwing shit at the wall until something stuck. And, you know, this time around, it actually wasn't a bad fight for them. They killed off a few heroes. They got some map control by taking out the mid tower. So if they can do that once more, it would be quite okay, I would say.
Certainly an opportunity, but talking about opportunities, Unique are trying to take one here. They're inside this Roshan pit. There is not a response from Empire, but there's actually a ton of anti-armor between these two heroes, and along with the tag team as well. This is going to be a very fast rush indeed, and they're pinging it. No, they're not pinging anything. They don't know this is going on right now. Or if they do, they're choosing to do nothing about it. Unique, they're going to take an early Roche. Aegis now on this Radiant BKB Alk. He's got this Blink Dagger coming towards him soon enough as well.
Yeah, that Swarm plus the Acid Spray just melts Roshan so quickly. And this Alchemist also has Radiance. I mean, the Black King Bar along with it. So when Faceless Void Chrono's down, Empire can't actually do it. They have to wait until it's back up again before they can make any smoke plays or do something. So this is where like Unique can play extremely fast, since the Alchemist came online very quick into this game. And it sort of feels like Empire need to win the next fight no matter what. They don't have another option in this game.
Yeah, things need to start going their way. And now, basically. And with an Aegis, Blink, all this on the Alk, that seems like a huge ask. What are they looking for? They're looking for Mastery right now. He's going to start the teleportation. Do they have the damage? They very well might. They're going to jump on top of him and they get this kill. The ultimate just does not come off in time.
That was like a millisecond from going off, and he just dies with that last punch there. I think they're just going to go straight to the high ground with this. They got Aegis. Do they really need to go back?
Yeah.
They don't have the Pangolier ult, I guess, and they don't have that much tower damage. Maybe they will just keep farming up, since I love the discipline, right, from Unique. They don't have the Pangolier ult, so they're just gonna wait it out, get some more farm on Alchemist. There's no need to rush anything, even if we do have Aegis. There's still 3 more outer towers that we can take. That's probably what's going on through their minds right now. So I think there's definitely a lot.
I'm interested, right? This Void, he's got the Imp Claw and the Monkey King bar. And the Mask of Pan. Is this really enough to bring down the Alchemist, the big king right now? If he gets him in a Chronosphere, just starts smacking away at the guy, can he get the kill? And you're just saying straight up no.
Glass Cannon faces Void build that we've seen in a while.
This man has no survivability whatsoever. Oh god, Underlord once again just eats the dirt. And now they might be finding Jakiro as well, a dragon to go with their mysterious time slug thing. But 2 kills in the middle lane as Zitrax completely dominating this game right now. I mean, he's looking pretty at 11-0 right now. Disgusting.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Damn. I mean, there was an Underlord there where, and he died in like pretty much 2 seconds. This is supposed to be your strength tanky hero, but he doesn't even have a single like tanky item, right? All he's got is a Force Staff and a headdress. This is a very sad Underlord build, I would say.
Yeah, I was hoping we'd see some kind of like, early Crimson on him to counteract some of the physical damage coming out from Unique. That's nothing. He just does not have items right now. This man has a Force Staff. He's got a little staff to push people around, and that's all he's going to be able to do this game. Oh, that and die.
And the Rubik, who was like stacking the entire game, is about to pass it in net worth. And also, to mention, Illusion has Ice Path already stolen. So level 3 Ice Path, that's going to be a huge disable. Now, if the Faces Boy does Chrono the Alchemist,
Yeah,
there's
you
no
gotta
chance
get that.
of killing him.
Yeah, you're
He's
right.
gonna get Ice
No
Path
BKB.
right away.
Dire's bottom
He's got to get that BKB, exactly.
Double damage. All right, I believe in him. I believe in him. You just all you need to do is Chrono the Alchemist along with the Rubik, and then just hit the Alchemist, and maybe you get a kill.
Interesting.
Easy, right?
Got to Chrono the Rubik with the Aether Lens.
Yeah, easy.
With Alchemist who's in front of your face.
Radiant's top
Well,
tower
they've committed quite a lot for this, but they are going to find Ekanat here pretty easily as well. So, see you later, little dragon. Throws down the Macropire before he dies. Fair enough. Whatever. Don't think anybody's really that worried about that spell.
I mean, game 1, Jakiro may have worked, but I'm gonna call fluke on that one. It's a real.
Oh, Queen of Pain actually turns around to silence the Weaver, but he's got a BKB. Lightless still trying to run away, and that Essence Ring doing a decent amount to keep Lightless alive. And with the TP out from Mastery, should be enough to get him to safety. I like the Weaver. Cutely trying to throw down some right clicks onto the Underlord, see if you can get the Maelstrom procs, but unfortunately not quite enough damage in the end to kill off this Quap.
Yeah, I mean, small wins. They got the Weaver to pop his BKB there. That was a 10-second BKB that he used, so that's a good thing. So in this next fight, if his BKB is not up, maybe he can get blown up by some spells, possibly.
They're going for it. Smoke comes out.
Yeah.
This Rubik, he might run out of the ice path soon. That's how I'm going to do a cheeky ping. Sorry, other casters, but you've been doing it to me. So 12 seconds. Rages just runs out as well. This is a timing, which they found. Will they be able to make anything happen from it? Well, it doesn't look like it. They're not being nearly aggressive enough, and the side of Unique are just backing out fully right now. I mean, they are not wanting anything to do with this bottom lane.
Look at the
Except
Alchemist,
Fanscore,
right?
who's still-
He's really close to that AC. That's why they wanted to back off here. They didn't want to fight until this AC is completed. So very poor timing for Empire, because this is the time where they felt like, okay, no Weaver BKB, let's go. That
They
could
have, like,
definitely
oh.
scare them off too.
I mean, Mastery, he's so poor this game, and this was a guy who was meant to be building the Spirit Vessel. I think you just don't have the Spirit Vessel against the Alchemist now as well. It's such a costly item not to have. And Lightless is walking up to the high ground now, being very aggressive and does jump forwards here. Doesn't pop his BKB though, so will get stunned out. But now with the blink coming forward from BZZ, Tatake looking for a Chrono, but won't be able to find it. He's stunned up, gets a Chrono off eventually, but he might just get run down. But he does take the Alchemist down with him, so it's something. Along with Ekanat and James being dead though, it's still heavy losses for Empire Hope, but they're going to find the +1 in Illusion as well. Doesn't look like, whoa, never mind. Mastery flying past the camera there as he managed to make him safe out, and he gets away.
All right, not bad, not bad.
Not bad.
You know, we can work with that, right? Alchemist died,
Sure.
Rubik died.
Yeah.
This Alchemist didn't have AC, sure, but still.
You sent a
the face is
message.
void.
We can kill it. The man can bleed.
Right.
It's an important message.
Well, he didn't have AC, so
Right.
let's see if he can bleed after that. But the Faces Void had like 200 HP when he activated Chrono,
Yeah.
but was still managed to bring him down. So.
Yeah,
That was
impressive.
pretty cool.
Who got the kill gold? Yes, the Void gets a kill gold for the for the Alk anyway, so 444 gold going to him, which is pretty nice, honestly. Helps him towards that BKB a little bit. Still a long way off, unfortunately. You know, Lightless, he's just running out. Doesn't have that BKB available right now, so needs to play extra careful, but will be alright in the end. Lift up, throw back. The Queen of Pain might not be alright after all, though. She does have the BKB once she comes out of this disruption, and actually BTZ cancels out the Rolling Thunder as they look towards a Tusk here. Lightless has to be a little bit cautious, but they should still get that scoreboard down here. Tatake, he wants the gold, and he'll get the gold. Kill goes away to Tatake. They grab another one, and actually the Void speeding his way over towards this BKB with the past few plays. Like, this is worrying as they going on to Jakiro here. And Tatake, he's not going to get involved with these guys. This is the kids which you don't mess around with in the block. He's still picking this one out, but won't be able to grab that Faceless Void in the end.
Yep, it looks like the choking is about to start. As in, like, you know, Unique is gonna choke out Empire Hope. I'm not saying Unique is choking.
Well,
But they're trying to choke out Empire Hope now. You know, playing onto their side of the map, keep them pinned into their base. This Faceless Void still needs 1,000 more golds for that BKB. I actually think that BKB could have some potential if they can burst the Alchemist one more time. But, you know, it's not coming anytime soon, and it's going to be really difficult to actually chrono the Alch if they're just sitting in their base. So they're going to need to find a way to get out and find him on the map and get him chronoed up. Because if they wait any longer, this Alch is going to have another item. And I wonder what that is. Should he go like Shivas or like Heart or something in this game? I mean, both seem pretty decent against Faceless Void.
Yeah. I imagine it's the Heart, right? Like, it just kind of gives you the extra tankiness. You know, yeah, you've got the BKB, but with all the bursts which the Queen of Pain can provide inside that Chronosphere as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Although the Skadi's quite nice versus the Void. Might be considering that one.
Skadi. Oh.
Yeah, Skadi Alchemist not that good, I guess, but I like it against the Void for reducing the amount he heals from Time Walk.
Alchemist is never dying.
Yeah,
Click
that's
on
true.
Zitrax.
Oh, has he got an Axe? Oh, damn. He's got an Axe for his Alch. That's so
Yeah,
sacrificial
even though
as
he
well.
has an Alchemist team. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter because he wants it now, right? They want that Axe now. They want to end the game already. So...
Yeah. Look at that. I mean, the guy's 12-0 and he still buys an Axe for his Alchemist. That's insane. What a guy Zitrax is.
Yeah. So now they got, now the Faceless Void got an... If he has the BKB, it's fine. But he's got to chrono both the Weaver and the Alch together.
Oh, God. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
It's a huge ask. He hasn't even finished the BKB yet and they're going high ground. But with this tower taken down, he does have it in the inventory.
Dire's middle tower.
Fight
Time to
again.
TP on home, but yeah, they're already looking for this one, and in they go onto James. James a 4-star out from Mastery though, but they might have the Dragon instead. Ekanat is going to lose his life, but the Alchemist has taken a decent amount of damage inside of this fight. But in comes the ultimate actually from the Weaver. Interesting. Early usage of that one. Sonic Wave going to cut on through. 19 will be losing his first life after all. And when he comes back, he won't have his ultimate for 35 seconds. It's going to be a real opportunity. They have the Chronosphere. Are they going to use it? They're not. Immediate blink out from 19 gets him safety, but will they chase for more is the question. Right now, the answer is no. They're being patient here, and I don't think they should be. I want to see Empire go take this one by the teeth and just go for it. They don't have their Sonic Wave, though, so they're feeling cautious.
What? Why didn't he chrono? That's my question. Even if the Weaver does use his Axe, right? The Alchemist doesn't have his ultimate, and the BKB Mask of Madness should be strong enough to, like, actually kill him, right? Unless you can blink out of...
So.
No, you can't blink out of Chrono when you revive with Aegis. It's impossible. So I feel like they missed an opportunity, but I could be wrong. We're gonna see right now. Empire, 5-man Chronosphere
They're looking
incoming.
for it. They're looking for it. They're feeling it. Unique. They are positioned very nicely for this one. They're not going to get caught out too easily. The Chrono comes down. They actually managed to get the Weaver, but... What are you doing? What was that? Who was
The
that?
save!
Oh,
Rubik.
Rubik. Nice steal coming out. Never mind. 6 steal coming out. Now they turn this fight around. Ekanat and James, they get thrown out the window. What a goddamn play from... I mean, why do you even have that? Where do you even have that from? It's even run out now, so it was just running out, but the save from the left... Illusion was so far away, but he's got the eighth element and the telescope, so... Oh my god! I genuinely thought that was the Shadow Demon. My god!
Shadow Demon, that was a 3-2-2 play right there. Nah, it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't. You got me. Debated pretty goddamn hard, and with that play, they might have just secured themselves this game. There is no Chronosphere. There is no Sonic Wave. There is very little to fear now for Team Unique as they go onto this high ground, taking their first lane of barracks of what will probably be a couple more here. Let's see. Do they want to be cautious? No, they do not. They want to go on pause. This Faceless Void right now. He doesn't have the BKB, and they know it, and they will be able to take him down with a punch to the back of the head. Illusion gets a kill onto Take. They're still going to try and look for this one, though. They're pinging on the Alchemist desperately here as he's silenced up, but in comes the disruption once again. They'll get towards the Pangolier. Pangolier will die. Now 19 comes out, pops that ultimate, trying to turn this one around. A buyback from BZZ, but 19 might not be living through this one, and the Sonic Wave will finish the job here. They're still holding on to this game. James getting himself back as well, but Tuska's going to lose his life and going to be the extra one to fall. 2 heroes now dead, along with BZZ who brought back into this one. Zitrax, what are you doing? Trying to play around the trees. He's got a BKB and a crap ton of mangoes in his pockets as well. He is okay. But my god, what a fight actually from Empire Hope there. They try to jump forward in the void and they get him, but because they're so deep in, Empire Hope are able to punish. I mean, you know, this is a power of the Jakiro with the slows, with the Ice Path, along with the Underlord, with the Pit of Malice, with the, you know, they've got a lot to punish mispositioning here, and that's exactly what happens in that last fight to Team Unique, and they are going to be kicking themselves for that one. They could have had a second lane of Barracks, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think going for the Faceless Void was fine and all, but sticking around after that, like, this Alchemist is not invincible whatsoever. And his next item is an Abyssal. That's only another damage dealing item. I guess you get a little bit more HP from the Vanguard, but I think Empire have a lot of room to grow in this game. Like, they can become very, very strong. This Queen of Pain just finished in Assault Kiras. That is huge. And last fight, the BKB Chronosphere was disrupted because of the disruption, right? That the Rubik stole. Yep. Next time, that won't be the case. That Faceless Void will kill someone.
We hope. We hope.
We hope. Yes, we hope. I mean, he could easily just die to like an Abyssal Blade. Oh, double smoke.
Here we go. The two bulls charging directly at each other. Tatake, is he going to go in? He can get a 5-man. No, if he goes, but they know nothing. They do not know where Team Unique are. Now the Void showing in lane, gets stunned up, and he's going for this BKB. Will be able to do so. Looks over, gets a Chronosphere down onto 2. Who's going to go for? Goes to the backlines, goes for the Tuskus. Doesn't sound like a great hero, and he's going to get freed anyway by the Weaver. And once again, the Chrono gets absolutely nothing done. And now they're going to kill off the Queen of Pain. Tatake fighting with Vanskor. Vanskor looking for revenge. You dare target me inside those Chrono Spheres? I'm going to take you down, son. Net thrown away off the Faceless Void. He's just fighting, but what for at this point? You've already lost, and now swarmed with Radiant heroes. They're going to get killed off, and it looks like this is going to be game number 2 going the way of Team Unique.
All right, well, I guess the Weaver Ags just stopped the Chrono from killing anyone.
Yep, that's it.
Not get the Weaver this time. GG.
It's it. Jesus, I mean,
game 3, Nomad.
We do indeed, yeah. And I've got to throw some people some. Oh yeah, this is your first game 3, isn't it?
No.